Our studios are located at 1045 Elm Street and licensed to Manchester Public Television Service in Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Contact us by email at wmnh953@gmail.com or through our website at wmnhradio.org.
There's a blackbird perched outside my window. I hear him calling, I hear him sing. He burns me with his eyes of gold to embers. He sees all my sins, he reads my soul. One day that bird, he spoke to me like Martin Luther, like Pericles. Come join the murder, come fly with black. We'll give you freedom from the human trap. Come join the murder, soar on my wings. You'll touch the hand of God, and He'll make you king, and He'll make you king. On a blanket made of woven shadows, to heaven on a raven's glide. These angels that turn my wings to wax now, made me hate, you made me burn. He laughed aloud as he flew from Eden. You always knew, you never learned. The crow no longer sings to me like Martin Luther or Pericles. Come join the murder, come fly with black. We'll give you freedom from the human trap. Come join the murder, soar on my wings. You'll touch the hand of God, He'll make you king. Come join the murder, come fly with black. We'll give you freedom from the human trap. Come join the murder, soar on my wings. You'll touch the hand of God, He'll make you king. He'll make you king.
Welcome, everybody. Here we go. It's that time again. Matt Connerton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. And, of course, you can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. Today is Wednesday, August 31, 2022. Some would describe this as the unofficial end of summer, the last day of August. Some would describe not until Labor Day, the unofficial, which is coming right up, the unofficial end of summer. Some would say it's actually not until what's the first day of fall? Is it September 22nd, 21st, around there? So technically there's still another 3 weeks of summer. But alas, depending on your point of view and your perception of things and how you like to think of it all, to some, this is the end of summer. And it's, I say that to mark the occasion with some melancholy, as I do, because summer is my favorite time of year. And I always get a little sad seeing it slip away, especially, you get to kind of the midpoint of August and you notice it's getting dark. Wow, it's 8 o'clock and it's already dark out. Uh-oh. I mean, the heat has been brutal and we might have one or two more big heat waves. Who knows? Like I said, technically it's still another 3 weeks of summer, but the kids are back in school. Not my kids. I don't have any children of my own, but the kids, I mean, generically, in a broad sense, the kids are back in school and it's, or getting back to school. Actually, around here, I don't think they're back in yet. Colleges are back in, but I don't think in the local school district, I don't think they go back until, is it next week or is it actually the week after? I'm not even sure. It's not something I've had to pay close attention to since I was a kid, but summer is my favorite time of year. And even when the heat is brutal and the humidity is oppressive, when it ever gets to be too much, I just think about winter and how much I don't like the cold and how much I would rather be hot than cold. And then the heat doesn't seem so bad. And the winters, of course, have gotten, I think, on balance. I mean, it swings both ways during winter. You know, one year you'll have one that's a little colder than the last, and then you'll have a really mild one, and then you might have one that's kind of cold and goes back and forth. But you might have a moderate amount of snow, or you might have a lot of snow. But I do feel that on balance, the winters here have certainly gotten easier over the years, which is a good thing for someone like me who doesn't like winter and who doesn't like the cold and doesn't like a lot of snow. It's always nice to see a mild winter. Having said that, it also worries me at the same time. So I'll tell you, I worry about it, but I like the idea. You know, someday maybe there will be palm trees growing in growing in New Hampshire. Who knows? So, you know, this whole climate change thing, it does have its charms, depending on where you live, does it not? But we must also consider the larger ramifications of it all, which are not great. But anyway, enough about that. But so here it is, August. No, not October yet. No, let's not rush it. See, fall is nice, especially in this part of the country because of the leaves. But the only problem I have with fall is every day of fall is another day closer to winter. But at least once you get into winter, every day of winter is another day closer to spring. And so it goes on and on. So that's good. You know, you know the warm weather will come back around again. But it is hot here today, although it's not as hot. I think it's only in the low 80s. So actually it's pretty nice. But there you go. We were supposed to have I don't think he's going to make it in. John Hopwood was going to be joining us during the second hour today, but it doesn't seem like he's going to be able to be here after all. But we do have a very special song that has been provided to us by John Hopwood. Of course, John Hopwood, a bit of a musical Svengali. He is from Joy Boy Records, of course, and I don't know if everyone knew that, but he has this artist he's been working with, DJ Chisel, and got a brand new track. It was a very good AA program that we're going to be debuting. We gave you a little sneak peek because he gave us a little sneak peek yesterday, but we're going to debut the whole thing in the 5 o'clock hour. By the way, I do see in the Facebook live chat our friend Billy Painter from Outlaw Radio, and I did open with a song today for Billy that he requested, Come Join the Murder by the White Buffalo and the Forest Rangers, which apparently is a song featured in Sons of Anarchy television program that I have not seen. I'm very much aware of it. People tell me I would really enjoy it. I remember when I was still a store manager for FYE, we would sell a lot of Sons of Anarchy merchandise. Yeah, very cool song. Billy was telling me on Messenger last night he's been listening to it nonstop. He just can't hear it enough. Yeah, beautiful song. I'd never heard it before, but so that was for you, Billy. I hope you were able to join us in time to hear it. We did actually start the show today a couple of minutes early. Some of you might have noticed because for whatever reason, the show clock must be off a little bit because the replay, or I shouldn't even say replay because Peter's on vacation this week. So this week it's been classic episodes of the morning show every morning from 7 to 9 a.m. And then, of course, the replay from 2 to 4 p.m. But today's replay of the classic morning show, it ended about 5 minutes before the top of the hour. So if I just let it go, one of my best ofs would have kicked in and it would have confused people. So I said, well, I'll just start the show a little bit early. That's fine. The commercial spots had already played and the station ID and everything, and the next hour was coming up. So I said, I'll go ahead and start now. And that's a nice long song anyway. So yeah, I really like that a lot. It's called Come Join the Murder by the White Buffalo and the Forest Rangers. I've never seen Sons of Anarchy. People tell me I would really enjoy it. There's a lot of television shows that people tell me I would enjoy, films that people tell me I would enjoy, books that people would tell me I would enjoy, and I want to get to all of it, and I seem to not have time for any of it. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people fit it all in. I really don't. Ron is on the line. Hi, Ron. Welcome to the program today.
Hi, Matt. I couldn't wait. I guess I should have hung back a little and let you do your thing, but I really wicked like that song. I was saying to myself, oh, my God, I wish I could hear it again so I could really take it apart piece by piece because, I don't know, there was a lot of words. There was a lot of meaning in that song. I thought, oh,
yeah,
that was awesome. I was even saying to myself, geez, I wonder where that came from because that's kind of like not your kind of thing. as I guess.
Oh, you'd
Maybe I'm wrong. But
you'd be surprised, Ron. I listen to a lot of different kinds of music. Yeah, I really like it. Like I said, Billy sent me the link last night, and I checked it out, and I said, yep, absolutely, I'll play this. Beautiful song.
oh, for sure.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, I really dig it.
All right. Hey, September 11th, there's a movie out called Monarch. If you ever get a chance to watch it, or anybody else does, it's got Susan Sarandon and, oh, God, I forget who the other guy is, some country singer. It finally came out. That's the movie that my cousin produced. So I'm looking forward to seeing it and seeing what it is. But anybody that catches that, and you'll say, oh, that dude Ron, that's his cousin that made that movie.
And it's called Monarch?
Called Monarch, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, if you want to hook me up, I would love to interview your cousin about it on the program. Do a phoner.
I don't know how I could do it. She lives in Tennessee.
Yeah. Phone or
I don't
Skype?
know. I'll see what, maybe I'll talk to her dad and see what he can do. Because I don't have the computer kind of thing. It's kind of, I'm kind of like behind Stone Age. But I'll talk to her dad, and yeah, maybe something could come out of that. That would be cool.
Do they call you non-technical Ron? Because I know a guy.
I don't know, but
I know a guy
I
from
just
New
got
York.
my second flip phone the other day.
A flip
and this
phone?
thing's got some things in it that is pretty cool. It's like, wow, I even know how to text now.
Ooh. So you got one of those new flip phones, huh?
I'm moving up, brother. I'm moving up.
Wow, very good. Well, we're proud of you, Ron. We're proud of you, my friend.
All right.
Moving on up. He's got the new flip phone.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, huh?
All right, I don't want to take up any more time. I really want to hear your show.
All right, Ron. Thank you for the call, my friend.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. And, well, now I mentioned a few minutes ago that John Hopwood, it looks like, will not be joining us, but we have a surprise, my friend. I don't have any special theme music for him, but there he is at the news desk with those fancy sunglasses. I like those, and the beautiful WMNH 95.37 shirt. Kyle Clayton is here in the studio with us. Hello, Kyle.
Hey, Matt, that's the best introduction I've ever got.
Is it really?
You nailed all of it. I'm sorry. So yeah, I do have to go to Hopwood's show, but he said so many things. I thought he was coming down here, so I got a little frustrated.
Oh.
Frustrated.
Yes.
Did I just make that word up?
It sounds like you
flustered.
You
Frustrated.
created an amalgam of flustered and frustrated, and it came out flustrated, which happens to me sometimes as well.
And just quick to Ron's point.
Yes.
Before I think it was the Ice Age. Before the, I don't know what he said. He's a flip phone now.
Yeah, he's got a flip phone, but a new flip phone.
I've seen those. Have you seen those?
No.
They're digital flip phones.
Oh.
Touchpads.
Oh.
Bananas.
Oh. Are you able to stick around or no? I'm confused.
I'll hang out for a couple minutes.
Okay.
Then I get too hoppy, but.
Oh, okay. We've got our friend Billy Painter on the line. Hello, Billy.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What's up?
Thanks a lot for playing that song. Right now, I'm enduring this extra heat aside from what's outside of my house right now. It is so bad right now.
Yeah. Has it been a hot summer there in Iowa?
Actually, that'd be Idaho.
Or Idaho. I'm sorry, boy. I
No. A lot of people mistake that, but yes, it's been one of those. Yes, but considering the situation that I had, thanks to my neighbors leaving us all an infestation, and I walk into my house and it's 115 degrees inside.
Yeah. Oh wow. Well, that kills the bugs. The heat.
Yeah, except now we seem to have more house flies. I don't know where that's coming from.
Yeah. Well, that should be easy enough to deal with, I would think.
Yeah.
Easy enough to kill them.
Yeah, just wanted to give my 2 cents on that song. It's because I recently had decided to binge watch Sons of Anarchy, and I never really watched it all the way through to the end season until a couple weeks ago, and the very last episode features that song, and it's just like, it's one of those songs that, at least for me, it really, really gripped me inside, and obviously I'm somebody who, I don't just listen to the song, but I try to understand the meaning of the lyrics and all that, and just listening to that song, what the message you get, basically. anybody can put anything to their own imagination, but it's just basically about a man who's approached by an evil being basically conned into doing bad deeds, and in the end, when his life's already destroyed, and the crow basically just laughs and says you never learn.
Oh, okay. The crow. Come join the murder of crows. Yep, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so beautifully put too, and of course, I think I kind of gave if you haven't seen Sons of Anarchy, I kind of gave the spoiler. That song plays the very end of the last episode when Jack Steller decides to run his motorcycle head first into a semi truck.
Oh, well, all right. Well, now I don't have to watch the series.
Done.
All right.
Now, if you watch it, you got to watch Mayans MC too.
The what?
Mayans MC. That's about the rival motorcycle gang.
Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. I didn't know there was a so it's a spin-off.
Yeah, there was a.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
not the old
Well,
Native American.
well,
crew.
Matt, I'll let you continue with your show, and I just thought I wanted to give my 2 cents in really quick.
All right, Billy. Thank you so much for the call, my friend. It's always nice to hear from you.
You bet.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, that's our friend Bad Billy Painter from Idaho, and of course Outlaw Radio. So Kyle, yeah. So I'm really curious. So John Hopwood is in the building right now, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I have to pop up there, but I can't get. Sons of Anarchy was on my list
Yeah.
of things to watch eventually. Now I don't have to watch that.
Right. Yeah. Now you're good.
Everyone dies.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, he wants me to go up there. It's Miriam up there, just holding down the fort.
Oh, Marion Banish. Yes.
Lovely lady. But
Yes.
Gonzo didn't answer my phone call. Spoiler it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't take the elevator back. I don't know if you know this.
I did not know this.
I like my steps in.
That's good. It's healthier.
My new iPhone tracks that, so.
Oh yeah. So you gotta make sure you get your steps in, or your iPhone will explode or something.
Yeah,
If you
exactly.
yeah.
Right, my right butt cheek, I guess.
Yeah, and that's not good.
That's my good cheek.
Right. I've heard that. Yes. So
Wait, you've heard that's my good cheek, or you've?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Gonzo told me. Actually. It was an off-air conversation, and he brought it up, not me. So
that's fair.
Don't get weird. It's it's just, he mentioned it. That's the only reason I know.
Well, I'll see when I walk out after.
So
where you guys are looking.
So is he supposed to be with you on John Hopwood's show today, and then he just didn't answer his phone?
Correct.
But does he? Is this because he thinks he's still fired? Because John did fire him for the 10th time, I believe.
No, he confirmed. John sent the bat signal up.
Okay.
Or whatever the equivalation is. I'm making words up. Sorry.
Equivalation, yeah.
Yep. Equivalation of me and so my apartment's it's been flooded. I did not.
Oh my
sleep
God!
well last
Really?
night.
Your
Oh, yeah.
apartment's been flooded?
Yeah, I have no ceiling or I can see my kitchen from my bathroom right now, so I'm very tired.
How did this happen? What happened?
The upstairs apartment has plumbing issues, and it's gone through my apartment into the apartment below me. So
Oh God!
I did not sleep well last night. So I'm making up words.
Wow.
The equivalation is he yelled at me all last night.
Who did?
Gonzo.
He yelled at you?
Yep.
Why?
Because I'm not a good friend.
Oh. How are you not a good friend?
Because I didn't answer immediately.
Oh, he's one of those people. Is he needy? Is he like that? Some people are needy.
He's the worst not boyfriend I've ever had.
Uh-huh. Understood.
So I'm tired. I'm here for Hopwood show, but I'm here on your show apparently.
Yes.
And then I have to go cook chicken tenders after this. So
Right. Now, when is your apartment situation getting fixed? I hope they're in there working on this.
Diligently, but I can't
Yeah.
sleep there, so I'm kind of couch surfing.
Oh, the landlord should pay for you to stay somewhere.
That's what everyone tells me.
Yes.
Like a hotel.
Yeah, your landlord should have to if if you're, I mean, I don't know exactly how it all works legally, and maybe I'm wrong, but I believe, yes, your landlord, if your home is uninhabitable for any reason, yeah, your landlord has to find you some accommodations.
So they just bought the building like this month,
Okay.
and they did not know what they signed up for, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I was not available when they basically used a screwdriver and undid the bolt, broke into my apartment. Broken is not the right term, but entered my apartment.
Really?
Yep, and they're in there now. So I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you talking about that on the morning show, that you had new landlords. And
They don't believe me though. That I was like, yeah, it's nothing is good here. I don't know what they told them
Right.
before, but it's bananas.
we have a call. This might be your new landlord or property manager on the line. Hi, welcome to Matt Connerton Unleashed. Who's this?
This is Ron. Hey, listen, equivalation. If you get stuck in here and you want to just crash, I don't know what you got your transportation things are, but come on over here. You're welcome to my house anytime.
Ron, I lost the car in the divorce. You know that.
You lost what?
The car in the divorce.
Oh,
Yeah, well, I didn't know if you could do an Uber thing or if anybody
I
could
can
pick
do an
you
Uber
up,
thing.
but,
You're right. You're right. That's
Yeah, you got a roof over here if you want one.
oh, very nice. That's very kind of you, Ron. What do you
Yeah,
say?
that's what I mean.
What do you say, Kyle?
I'm serious. So if you get, if you come down that route, give me a shout.
You've got bunk beds, right, Ron?
I got 3 bedrooms.
Oh, wow! Look at you.
Relax.
Look at you. How about that, Kyle? You could have your own room.
Yeah, you can have your own room.
I want to share with the cats though.
The cats?
Yeah, well, I don't know. The cats will be afraid of you. They're not going to hang out with you right away.
Are you?
Although in the middle of the night, you never know. Once they get used to you, they
Yeah.
might just jump up on you.
Are you allergic to cats?
No, I'm a cat whisperer. They would love me, Ron. Guaranteed.
Oh, you don't want to steal their hearts away from Ron.
Correct.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, I got one on my feet right now.
Aw. Yeah, Jenny.
All
and
right,
I-
hey, listen,
Good
that's
cats.
it for me. But I was serious. If you get stuck and you need a place to go, and you want, nobody else take you in or whatever, I got a roof over you. I got a roof here for you.
Well, very nice, Ron.
Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that.
I'm sure.
All right, bro.
All right, Ron. Thank you for the call.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
He's very adamant about me doing that. Well, he said I had dust before. Like I had dust all his rooms and stuff. So,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still on the table, but I'll do that at this point.
Ron's a nice guy. Very nice. Very generous. That's very kind of him to offer.
Generous and genuine.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, aren't you in some sort of a weird... I heard you saying on the morning show, too. I mean, I think this was a couple of weeks ago now, but isn't there some sort of weird situation where, like, have they given you a new lease yet? The new people?
I guess the lease transfers to the new one, so I think it's over at the end of September. So I still have a month, but
Okay.
I can't even stay there right now. So
Right.
what's the point?
Right.
Have you ever seen your ceiling rain?
I've not had that experience, actually. Thank goodness.
Matt, it's not a good time.
Jason Fedderson in the chat room says, I think your landlord's insurance will pay for a hotel.
Well, I have Ron, but don't let them know that. But yes,
Yeah.
I'll take a hotel.
The only problem is, so we're in a situation, and it's not just here, it's around the country, but it is especially bad in New Hampshire. We're in a situation right now where landlords really have tenants by the cojones, because you could complain to the landlord about, hey, shouldn't you do something to help me out here since my apartment's uninhabitable? And then your landlord can say, sure. And when your lease is up in September, it's your rent is going up to $1 million.
It's
And,
800 for me, but yes, you are right.
Yeah. Landlords have all the power currently.
I think we're in the top 3 states that have the increase in rent over the last year.
Oh yeah, because the vacancy rate in this state is like 0.5% or something. Basically, if you're in a place now and you're thinking about finding someplace else, don't even bother.
And I lied. That's not even the state. It's the city, Manchester. So the other top two cities are both in Mass, so New England's not ideal right now.
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm gonna ride it out.
yeah.
I'll sleep on a kayak or something in my kitchen. I guess I don't really know what to do, but
Well, or maybe you could bring the kayak over to Ron's.
I could. Mm-hmm. I'm sure Ron's got a kayak.
Oh, he probably does. Yeah. Who doesn't really?
I don't, but now I will.
Yes. Yes.
Wait, you have a kayak?
No, I don't. But
No.
but here's the thing. I just always kind of assumed everyone else does.
Yeah, and you can just borrow one from your buddy, but
But if that's not true, then all this time I've been jealous of everyone for no reason.
and now where do we row, Matt? Where do we row?
I guess at your place, you got all this water. We can go over there and row. I guess.
Oh, it's not good water.
No, I bet it's not.
It's dirty pipe water.
Well, did they give you a timetable on
Yeah, they said a couple days, as anyone would.
now any damage? Has any of your things been ruined?
All I know right now is my microwave.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully
It was just dripping right on it.
they at least buy you a microwave.
That's all I need.
And then they'll only raise your rent to $500,000. It really is a bad situation. Like right now, if something happens where, like, say you get evicted from a place, if you're in New Hampshire and for some reason you're evicted, your next stop is homelessness. I mean, it's literally that bad.
I'm gonna buy a car with doesn't even have tires. I'm just gonna live in that car at this point.
Yeah.
It really is the alternative. It's bananas. Have you checked the market lately?
For
Just any kind of living. It's
well, no, I haven't bothered just because I see in the news every day how there's no place for anyone to live. I mean, it's that, like, literally, if something happens and you suddenly don't have a place, you're going to be homeless. It's like virtually unavoidable.
I don't know if I can say sucks on the radio, but
Yes,
it
you can.
sucks.
Yes,
I know I can.
I was gonna say, you're on the morning show. You guys get boy. I'll tell you what, that Friday segment with the love advice, woo! It gets a little edgy there. You guys push the envelope.
I just do what Peter tells me to do.
I've heard the word sex used, and I'm like, and I blush. I blush.
Before marriage, no less. It's bananas.
Now, is Peter back on Tuesday? Because Monday's a holiday, obviously.
Correct,
So I
yeah.
assume Peter's back Tuesday.
Of course, he's going to take the extra day off.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Me and Gonzo tried yesterday. I think we did all right.
Yeah. Is it my understanding? Now, I haven't seen your podcast recently. You're still doing it on Facebook, right?
Yeah, I don't have really another platform. I should do the Podbean thing. Love Podbean, by the way.
Yes.
But yeah, we did do a Facebook Live. I did a couple.
Now, it's my understanding that you guys lately, though, you've been doing it shirtless. Is that correct?
Well, it's summer, Matt. So
Okay.
yeah,
No, I mean,
puffed it
I
off.
didn't. Okay, I didn't know if it was because of the heat or if you were going for some sort of homoerotic thing.
It's both. It's both.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it worked for the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You know, why wouldn't it work for you and Gonzo?
I love Flea. But yeah, Matt. Sorry, Gonzo just started sweating profusely and just dripping everywhere. So I don't think we're gonna do that anymore. Horrifying.
Yeah. Well, I would imagine it would be just like being at home.
But then he's got his paint. He's got his paint fingers touching my phone, trying to figure. It's just it's not ideal. So,
Oh.
but yeah, 500 views, not bad
Yeah. No, that's good. That's very good. Actually, yeah.
for a strong independent couple. 500 views with nothing. Mm-hmm. What do we have to offer?
You actually, I think you guys are very funny together. In all honesty, but I mean, it's not conventional humor. But you've got the dynamic. There's a dynamic and there's a chemistry there that I do think is very funny.
Absolutely an acquired taste.
But not everyone's gonna get it. It's very sort of off-center humor, but it's good. I do really enjoy it, and I like you guys together on Hopwood's show too. That's also very good.
Yeah, you're up there.
But the podcast doesn't have a name, right?
No, he likes to change it every day.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know what we're called anymore.
Uh-huh.
Let's call it Kyle and Gonzo.
Oh.
Conzo?
Oh, well, you do like to amalgamate words together.
You're going to throw amalgamate at me right?
I sure did.
I made 2 words up today.
But amalgamate's an actual word.
I know. You dug deep on that one. Yeah, whatever he wants to call it.
Yeah. I like that. Conzo.
Conzo. Yeah.
Or if he really wants to change it all the time.
Or Goyle.
Like one day, yeah, or Guile. You could, yeah. Actually, that'd be a good gimmick. Every day it's a different variation of your 2 names.
That's more or less what we've been doing, yeah, but...
And then when you run out of variations, you just start over.
Well, because you're still here, thankfully, but
yes.
There's a void in the morning. So we're trying to... I'm not going to make a new word up. Make it better. Fill the space.
Is it nice to have a break?
I get to sleep in once.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. So I leave the back room around 11:30, 12-ish.
Yeah.
So I get at 5, 6. Yeah.
Oh,
It's fantastic. Have you slept in lately?
Not really.
Have you got a full 5 hours?
Oh yeah. I think. Yeah. Recently? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't have a standard like at one point I thought I had that what do they call it?
I don't know. I take sporadic naps. So it's unconventional with the sleeping process.
I do that occasionally, but yeah, I don't have a standard sleep schedule.
2 hours here, half hour there. It adds up though. But,
I get an actual bulk of sleep. Like,
bless you.
But it's not consistent. My bedtime is not consistent. My wake up time is not consistent at all.
You can't. I don't know how people do that. What do you do to go to sleep? Like, I put TV on and hopefully I fall asleep.
I very often will because I'm always working, so I'll be online working, and it is not unusual for me to literally fall asleep with my laptop on my lap.
Right, you fall asleep sitting up, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's especially lately that has become a common occurrence because I push myself to that point where it's like I can barely keep my eyes open, and I don't have a choice at this point. I have to go to bed. I push myself to the point of having to go to bed.
Yeah, but like even if I sleep out, like a sleepover, if you will, people think I'm dead at some point. They'll shake me and it's like, yeah, I'm here the whole time. I was doing work and I fall asleep sitting up.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
Yeah.
I don't have my jammies on.
Right.
Do you have jammies?
Yes, I have a onesie that I wear.
Are you messing with me?
No, I have my Gene Simmons onesie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Jenny likes it. She thinks it's very attractive.
How could you not?
And it's a little warm, this time of year, sleeping in a onesie, but I do it for Gene. Gene Simmons of Kiss.
Of course, we all do it for Gene.
Yeah, yes.
Does it have the
It's got a big tongue on
I
the
was going to say the tongue.
It's got the big tongue.
Tongue extension.
Oh yeah, it's great. and it helps me. I just if I don't have it because maybe it's in the hamper or something to be washed, I feel strange. I feel unsafe. So I need my Gene Simmons onesie.
I need to see a picture of this. Mm-hmm. Jenny, if you can send one to me, that'd be fantastic.
You just got to tune into Matt Connerton Unsheathed. But we don't talk about that here, of course. That's the other show. It's behind a paywall, as you know. But
I can't afford that here.
If you can't find it, you can't afford it. That's what DJ Midas says. So there you go. Yeah,
I miss Midas too.
Oh yeah, we all do. But we get to hear him every DJ Midas, of course, every Saturday night, starting at midnight. Late Night Delight with DJ Midas, with a replay on Sunday if you miss it.
He's been doing great lately, by the way.
Yeah. I see the pictures on Facebook. The kid is adorable.
Action.
That's
his middle name, I believe. The kid's name.
His middle name. I was going to say is Action. I didn't know his middle name was Action. That's pretty cool, though.
He got his wife to agree to that. That's incredible.
Yeah. Well, she seems pretty cool. I'm actually not surprised that she agreed to it.
No, she's, I'm sure, a very nice lady, but statistically, there's no way you can get your wife or significant other to name your middle kid or your middle name Action.
Right. Well, that's probably why, statistically, there are very few people with any of their names, first or middle named Action.
It's like Danger or something. It's
ooh.
Mine's Robert.
Is it?
What's yours?
Thomas.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're just bland. I know. I wish my middle name was Action. We have a call. Perhaps this is a person whose name is Action. Hi, welcome to Matt Connerton Unleashed. Who's this?
It's a scary thing when, we go by
It's a recording.
the Constitution is being changed, our rights are being taken away, and there are all these groups that are a threat to the white man, not just.
I have to stop it because there's going to be something that I'm going to have to hit the dump button on inevitably. Any thoughts on that, Kyle? Our Constitution is being changed, and something about groups and white people.
Yeah, I'm just tired of the white man hold me down. You know what it is.
I do. Yeah.
I really don't want to elaborate on that. Where was he going with that? I never heard that one.
I know where he was going with that, which is why I had to shut it off because there's usually some swears, some things that start with F, usually some ethnic slurs. So I wasn't comfortable going any further.
So as a as an American white male, it's really tough, and they're repressing us, and I hate that.
Oh yeah.
It's tough. You know what it is.
I do.
Middle class.
We
We don't exist anymore.
I know. Being a white guy in America, it's boy, it's a burden. It's a burden. I'll tell you.
Just spit on my face next time. Jesus.
Actually, I wrote a joke about it the other. I wrote a self-referential, self-loathing joke about white people. I wanted to write because if you're going to do any kind of ethnic humor, you can only make fun of your own, and get away with it. If you make fun of somebody else, that's racist. But,
Right.
How many white guys does it take to change a light bulb?
You hire somebody, I would guess.
No, one. But you might need a second guy if it's a high ceiling and you need someone to hold the ladder because white people they get very upset if they fall off a ladder and get hurt. See, that's a good joke, right? You like that?
It's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, it takes a minute to get to the punchline, but
Well, that's the build-up, Matt.
Yeah.
The build-up.
Because you know how white people are. They fall off a ladder and they're like, "Ooh, I fell off a ladder. Ooh, I'm white."
Yeah, and
So
they
that's
they claim insurance. They blame the company that they were standing on. It's disgusting.
Those typical white people, I'll tell you.
I thought you were going to blame Juan. That's a terrible joke, too.
No, but yeah, that individual doesn't call the show anymore, and we don't talk about him on the show anymore. But these recordings call into the show. It's all very strange. It's quite peculiar.
Is that like a plan, or how does that work?
Well,
How do you pre-call a show?
Well, I think what happens is it's a video. And I know it's a video because I actually recognize the exact verbiage from a video that I saw of that person. So, yeah.
That's a huge compliment on your part, by the way.
What's that?
That somebody goes out of their way to plan something like that just to call it your show.
That is, yeah. Well, this is the place to do it. If you're going to do it, you got to do it. This is the show, I mean, Howie Carr, he's not taking calls from recordings and pre-recorded videos.
Not one fudging call.
Not one.
Yeah. Well, now I got to apologize to Hopwood, so I'm just going to hang out for the next 22 minutes, I guess. All right, unless you want me to go.
No, you're always welcome. Will he fire you though, like he did to Gonzo?
I don't work for him.
Oh, right. Well,
I do feel bad. So I feel more bad for Miriam than anything.
Yeah. Oh, because Miriam, I'm sure they're hitting it off quite well, just the two of them.
I'm sure they are, but is it too late? 22 minutes now. I'm not going up.
You know what? We could actually call into his show from here. Do you want to do that?
I would love that.
Let's do that. Do you know the number? I used to have it memorized. Do you know the number for the studio line up there?
I sure do. If
Perfect. All right.
Want to go to break?
Let's do.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, if you can, yeah, we'll just we'll call him. Let's see here.
My landlord's calling me. Do you want to do that?
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Do you want to do that?
Do you want to? Well, I'll wait for it. Do you want to take that?
Do you want to do it in the air?
Oh, do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Is that smart? We can.
Hello?
Hey, Kyle, it's Mike again.
Hey, Mike.
Maybe we
Hey, so I wanted to fill you in. We got all the plumbing sorted out, so that issue won't be happening anymore.
Fantastic.
We have the ceiling above your cabinets and in your bathroom. Part of the ceiling just opened up to let it dry out from all the water.
Okay.
So we're going to keep that like that until Friday. In case you came home and you saw it, it's like that on purpose so it can dry out.
Okay.
And then Friday we'll come back, reassess, and then put up new sheetrock if it's all dried out.
Okay, so everything's kosher now?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, we went upstairs and tested it, and I saw what was happening to your apartment. It was coming down like a fucking waterfall. So basically, the pipe had eroded.
All right, I'm gonna let Kyle take that call. I had to hit the dump button on that. All right, so when I'm gonna edit that out of the podcast anyway. But yes, when Kyle returns, we will call John Hopwood live on his program. But if you'd like to join us, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. You can also text us at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connerton, or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And of course, you can interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. But the best thing to do so that we can hear and enjoy your dulcet tones is to give us a call at 603-250-6007. I do want to remind you, of course, that we are proudly sponsored by the Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan at 1000 Elm Street, right across the street. They've got those delicious gourmet pretzels. They've got an assortment of craft beer. It is Wednesday, which means tonight is industry night at the Hop Knot. Tomorrow, of course, tomorrow night is trivia night. And Friday night, Ethan McBrien, I believe is his name, is performing live there. He is from the band Party of the Sun, but he'll be doing his solo acoustic thing at the Hop Knot on Friday night. All right, welcome back. So is everything good with the apartment?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah. All right. Are you able to go back there today, or will you have to go to Ron's and kayak?
I can do both, but yes, apparently I am able to go back, but
that's good. That's good. All right, let's. Do you have that number? We'll call John's show. He'll be very happy to hear from you since he was expecting you.
He's gonna be so mad at me.
Here, let me restart. Tell me when you've got it, and I'll go ahead and I'll hit the button and we'll start dialing. So if you're just joining us, we're going to call. So Kyle is supposed to be on John Hopwood's television program right now, but instead he's hanging out with me, which I'm very honored by. But we're going to call John Hopwood's program.
I don't even know what to look up.
Oh, are you having trouble finding it? I
know it. I definitely know it for sure.
Okay.
I'm lying to you.
Okay. Because
I've never called my own show. It took me 6 months to figure out what the show was.
I think I can find it quickly. I used to have it memorized years, because I don't know if you probably are aware of this, but I used to do this program. I used to do a television version of this program before I had the opportunity to come here to WMNH. And so I used to,
you should be on TV too, Matt.
I was given a choice, and okay, I've got the number. Let's see. Let me turn this back on here. Okay, so 603 640-30, and I just screwed that up. I got to start over.
It's all right. I apologize for my landlord, by the way.
That's okay.
Do I legally have to ask him if I can have that phone call on the air? It doesn't matter. It's already on.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna take it out of the podcast.
No, I need that. Can you send it to me before?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Why do you need that? Because you want to have a record of that. Actually, that's very smart. I
need documentation.
That is very smart. Yeah, you should actually. Okay, 603-640-3091.
For future, I'll walk outside. I apologize.
And why didn't that work? I definitely dialed the right number.
Do you want me to go up there and call you?
I think it'd be more fun if we call him. Wait, let me try this again. 640-3091. I should be able to. No.
Oh my God. Who's on the air?
I'm definitely calling the right number. They might be talking to somebody. Maybe the line's busy. They might be talking to somebody right now.
That's on me.
All right. Well, it was a good. Of course, even if it looks like I'm looking at the screen, it looks like John is talking. But then, even if somebody is on the phone with them, John will look like he's talking because John always is. So.
And for the record, I love John.
Oh, of course, we all love John. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
There's a lot of moving parts right now for me, Matt.
Yeah. Moving parts.
I just say that. Yeah, I got the apartment thing going on. I got Hoppy upstairs.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure he's going to come down here. He says he has a baseball game to go to.
Yeah, he actually emailed me and said he wasn't coming in. But we do have at the top of the hour today. It's too bad he can't be here. Maybe he'll change his mind. But at the top of the hour, we have DJ Chisel from Joy Boy Records. Of course, John Hopwood has been helping DJ Chisel, the new track. It was a very good AA program. And we got a little preview of that yesterday. And we're going to play that today.
I cannot wait.
Yes, yes.
Top of the hour?
Top of the hour.
Cannot wait.
Yes, yes. We have somebody new in the Facebook live chat. Michelin A Reunite Singing Group says, good afternoon, hashtag Matt. We say we are a pop singing group reunion man band called I plus Michelin.
No way.
We are from Greensboro, North Carolina. Oh, that must be Isaac Banks, who I still have to get back to. And I'm sorry I haven't done that yet, Isaac. I've just been very busy, but he is also in the Facebook live chat. Okay, yep. He says, Isaac says, how are you doing, Matt and Kyle? So I missed you on Facebook Live, buddy. Well, you're here now.
Welcome.
So there you go. We do have quite a few people in the Facebook live chat. Joe Friday joins us and says, hello, gang. Hey, Kyle, what's up? How was the pool day? You had a pool day?
Oh, I had a pool day.
Oh.
I had a whole pool day.
Really?
I don't know if I can talk about it, but...
Oh, okay.
I'm going to talk about it for a moment.
Okay.
So I hung out with Gonzo, his nephew, who hates me for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But then I found Mary. You familiar with Mary?
Yes. Mary who calls the show.
Correct.
The shows, yeah.
Do the chat thing.
Yeah.
So I did this. It's pretty unconventional. Most people don't like it. So I asked for her kiss on this cheek, right?
Uh-huh.
And I said, can I get one here? And I swung. I kissed Mary on the lips.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I did that.
Wow.
Yeah. It was a good day for me.
Was it a good day for her?
That's probably not.
Okay.
But I did it.
But you did it.
Shoot, Matt. That's the whole thing.
Hmm?
I can't even see what... Oh, did you shut me down?
What do you mean?
I can't watch... I see you reading. I can't read.
What? What can't you read? The chat room?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know.
It's literally just a black screen. That's all I have.
Oh. Well, it's Facebook. It's glitchy. You need to get one of those flip phones like our friend Ron has.
I'm obsolete at this point.
Well, yeah. Nancy Clayton is in the chat room, says, good afternoon, friends. It's good to hear your voice, Kyle.
Hi, Donnie.
Oh, Kyle Robert. Yes, you said your middle name is Robert.
That's my Aunt Nancy.
Yeah. Your Aunt Nancy. Yes, very nice. Very nice. Melanie La Liberty from the great state of Vermont is in the chat. She says, that is all because of Jim Jordan. Vote that ass clown out. Yes, Jim Jordan. Rocky Huber is in the Facebook live chat and says, hi, Miss Clayton. I assume he's addressing Nancy. Unless he's addressing you and calling you Miss Clayton. How do you feel about that?
That's fair, actually.
Oh, okay.
Rocky, give me my sunglasses back, please. Thank you.
Rocky has your sunglasses?
Yeah.
Well, whose sunglasses are those you have over there?
These are mine.
Oh.
But I gave him mine, too. That was the Finding Sandler day.
Oh, yes. How was that?
It was good. But, again, a lot of moving parts.
Uh-huh.
So Gonzo left. I went home to get Rocky his jacket that he lent me over a year ago.
Uh-huh.
It's a Chewbacca, like, full fur costume jacket. It's fantastic. But then he left when I came out, so he denies that I ever gave him sunglasses.
Oh.
Yeah, it was weird. So then I hung out with my Aunt Jane and the producer of that movie at What's the new bar? City Hall Pub.
Oh, City Hall Pub. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Baines, right? That's Tim Baines' place.
Timmy Baines was there as well. Oddly enough,
Was he excited?
I've seen him more excited, to be honest.
I've heard him more excited.
My name is Tim Baines. Today I'm excited.
Yeah, that's all I wanted, but no dice. I don't think he likes that, honestly.
Really?
I don't know why.
You would think he would.
It's probably the number one soundbite we have.
Do you think it's that? Because I actually think the number one soundbite is might be this. Oh, now I can't find it. That figures.
Is it the
I found it. I think it's this.
I will learn it and play it next time. How's that?
What do you think?
I'm gonna give it top three. It's those two, and I'm gonna give Moose's the lumberjack one.
Oh.
I think those would be the top three we have.
But
we can make a poll. That's the new thing on Facebook Live, by the way.
I play the game of log rolling.
Yes.
Log rolling? You know what that is. Two lumberjacks.
There's so many questions that aren't questions.
Right. Well, and let's not forget, of course, here, one more. Let's not forget this.
Want to get down and dirty with me?
That's my dad's favorite. My dad likes that one.
Whatever makes your dad happy, but I hope he's doing well.
Now, I want to, yes, of course. Now, and he does listen to the show. Wait, are you talking my dad or EZG?
Both.
Oh,
But
yes.
especially Easy, because I think he's in Nashua now.
Yes, he is, from what I understand. Yes. Are you one of those people who puts an L in both? Did I just hear you do that?
L in both?
The word both. Do you say both or both?
Are you saying BOTH?
Yeah.
Both.
Okay, it sounded like you said both.
Both. No, like a bolt, like a.
Some people put an L. Some people pronounce it BOLTH.
I would love to talk about that because there's so many mispronunciations. I've done several already, but
Well, we all say something's wrong, except Ron, of course. Hi, Ron.
Hey, I just want to tell you a couple of my favorites.
Yes.
I love it when he throws in Three Stooges, Quiet Numbskull on Broadcasting. I like that one. And I like it when he throws in the Judge Judy stuff. Now, that's stupid. And every now and then he does the Donald Trump one. Shut up. So,
Yeah.
those are a couple of my favorites.
Yes. Peter is remarkably quick with those. Unfortunately, I don't know. Some of those I don't know how to find. If it's one that I've never used, sometimes he'll tell me. He'll let me know. Hey, if you're looking for the sound clip, if you want to use it on your show, this is what the file is called. Some of those I've never used them, so I don't really know how to find them. But he's very
And one more last and final one.
Yes.
Is Pauly C when he throws in your laughter. It can come on any time during any song. And all of a sudden, in the background, you hear your laughter.
Yes, on Retro Spectrum Radio with Pauly C. Friday nights at 7:30. Yes, yeah, he does
I like that a lot. I get a kick out of it. It always puts a smile on my face.
He puts in my laughter. He puts in your purring.
Yeah. Okay, that was it though. But yeah, Quiet Numbskull on Broadcasting.
What?
don't call him Numbskull.
The Three Stooges, Quiet Numbskull on Broadcasting.
Oh yeah. I looked for that one. I couldn't find it.
No.
But unless, wait a minute. Maybe I do. No, that's not it. Yeah, I can't find that one. I don't know.
Probably just like secret folders.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Ron. Thanks. Bye-bye. There probably is. That's probably a secret folder, which I'm sure I could find because I'm pretty good at finding things like that. But
is that?
Yeah. What?
Okay, you heard that too.
Yes. Crystal is in the Facebook live chat and says, lots of damn flies. You know, Billy Painter was talking about the flies. Lots of damn flies here in Illinois, too, coming off the crops. We get a few weeks at the end of summer every year where the damn flies are everywhere you go. Hate fly time of year. Do you have flies in your apartment with all this water? Are there flies?
I would assume so. I haven't been there in a couple days.
And frogs, perhaps?
In a perfect world, yes.
Flies and frogs and water.
They're probably tadpoles at this point, but
probably. Now, Tom Blanchard, this is very important. Tom Blanchard is in the Facebook live chat and says, Kyle, are you still mad at me? I just want to apologize to you for being an ass. Are you still upset with our friend Tom Blanchard?
I don't know what he's referring to specifically.
The only thing I can think of now, Tom was very critical of you and Gonzo, but this was months and months and months ago. And I thought this had all been handled, where I thought he already apologized to you and you accepted his apology. And this was all long gone. But apparently Tom is still concerned that you might be upset with him. Were you ever upset with him?
Maybe he said we sucked or something.
Oh, I remembered. I remember now. It's all coming back. It's like the Celine Dion song. It's all coming back to me now. He was critical of your podcast with Gonzo because when you're not here, when you're online, the language, it gets a bit salty. And I think he had a problem with that, and he made a comment about it, and it turned into a whole big thing.
Tommy, if I can call you Tommy.
I don't know if you can.
I'm going to try it. I'm cool if you're cool.
I think he's cool. I think that's why he's asking if you're cool. He's asking if you're cool. Except he didn't phrase it, are you cool? He phrased it as, are you still mad at me? But meaning, are you cool? Or not cool? But you are cool.
Thanks, Matt.
Well, I mean, you said you're cool with him.
No, I'm cool.
You're cool.
I truly, yes, I do remember that now. It was someone else as well.
Oh, there was somebody else too?
It was in the winter. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, it seems like.
It was a snow-in, hand up. I know this is very unconventional for me, but maybe I had a couple drinks on my own show.
I can't believe that.
I know. Very unorthodox. I'm sorry. So if you do watch me on my own page, I might be a little spicy. But I hold nothing against you. Just send me a message next time. Don't just yell me on my own page, I guess. Or you know what? Do whatever you want. It's the internet.
Yeah.
There's no rules.
People yell at me. I get hate. I don't care. I mean, I put myself out there. It's all good.
Yeah, but it was the affiliation that's what made me upset, because that was my own thing, not on the radio or anything. That was my own page. So that was the only problem I had. But no, I think the kids say we Gucci. So we Gucci, Tom.
Oh, the young people say that? We Gucci?
I believe so, yeah.
Yes. Tom Blanchard says, a girl was reading her diary? What's that about?
Yes, that was true. So I had a almost 40-year-old woman reading her 12-year-old diary. That was the problem.
Uh-huh.
And it was a little spicy.
This was a guest on your show?
If you can call it a show, yeah, but...
On your podcast?
So a girl was reading her personal diary from when she was 12 years old.
Uh-huh.
And she said some hot takes.
Oh.
About some cool guys.
Oh.
But again, she was 12 when she wrote that, and she had the I'm going to say balls to read it out loud. But she's 40 now.
Probably ovaries, but
yeah, well, the cojones, if you will.
Sure.
Yeah, and she read it, and it was honestly fantastic content. But some people got mad.
Apparently,
some people loved it. So I mean, you shoot your shot.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Tom says, I understand, Kyle. Thanks. Sorry again. Well, very nice.
I hold no ill regrets towards him.
Another gentleman you might be familiar with, Bill Clayton, says, enjoying the show today.
Happy vacation, Dad.
Oh, very nice. You know what I like about your dad? He's a big Kiss fan. Well, we've talked about that before, of course.
Huge Kiss fan.
Yes. And I plus Michelin A Reunite Singing Group says, Kyle, we say you are cool. Check out our Facebook like page.
I have to find it.
Very nice. Well, it is approaching 5:00, so it is time. I think to. Are you excited? Are you anticipatory, if I may use such a term, of this great song from DJ Chisel? And it is great, by the way. I had to pre-screen it to make sure there's no naughty words in case I had to make a radio edit. Are you as excited? Are you quivering with excitement as I am? And I'm sure our friend Ron is as well for the new song from DJ Chisel. It was a great AA program. Are you excited, Kyle?
I'm shivering from the waist down.
Right. Well, obviously, you wouldn't be. I mean, can you ever really be cold with and shiver with that big beard? I mean, I would think they'd keep you very warm.
It's over encumbering. No, I'm hot all the time.
I can't even imagine. I mean, this is literally as long as my beard ever gets. This little bit that I got. This little bit that I got going here, I've never let it grow out longer than that.
No, but it works, man. Don't sell yourself short.
I can't imagine. Yeah, but I can't imagine like bearding is a big thing now. Bearding is such a big thing, and it's actually become a verb. Bearding, growing these big beards.
Well, when you add the ing, it becomes a verb instantaneously. So
Yeah,
yes.
I can't do it. But yeah, people talk about bearding.
Beard away, my friend.
And if you're one of these people who has a microbrewery and you create and you make your own craft beer, then you have to grow a big beard. It's part of the gig. But all right, are you ready for this? So we're going to play this, and we're going to show some love to our amazing sponsors. Do you have to go, or are you sticking around?
I gotta go, unfortunately.
Oh, you got to go. Are you going to stay for the song at least?
I'm gonna stay for the song until Hopwood comes in.
I don't think he's coming in, although I see him lurking in the hallway.
There he is.
There he is. Uh-oh. I think you're in trouble, mister. I think you're in trouble. John Hopwood is, and I see Miriam in the hallway as well. John, are you joining us or what?
I can't.
You can't? Okay.
But Miriam's going to.
Okay, Miriam's going to. Very good. Very good. Well, Miriam,
What happened to you?
come on in. And we're about to take a break, but we're gonna listen to this amazing new song from DJ Chisel and John Hopwood, as you know, a bit of a Svengali for DJ Chisel.
I will stay for a minute now.
This great new song. This is called "It Was a Great AA Program," and
Are you going to play?
we're gonna
that?
play.
I'll be here. I'll sit through that.
We're gonna play the song. All right. Well, do you want to? Is there anything you want us to? Why don't you have a seat? And are you going to get on mic? And is there? I'm just curious if there's anything you want us to know about the song before we hear it. You know, sometimes when it's a world radio premiere, artists like to kind of introduce the song a little bit and talk about perhaps the inspiration of it or the production of it, and any other notes, anything about the lyrics.
What's wrong with him? He's not even looking at me. He stood us up, Miriam.
I know, left me hanging.
Well, it's the magnetic pull of this program.
We were saved by Jack Webb.
Oh, wow.
But I have to go because I'm going to a Fisher Cats game.
Anything
And there's a lot of drinking to be done on the cheap before we get in there.
All right. Anything you want us to know about the song before
I'm
we hear
not
it?
the artist, but
Well, you
Mikey
are.
did a great job.
Oh, he's the engineer. Yes.
Except for that part, like I think when the AA degree number 4 or 5, where all of a sudden the singing falsetto. But you know, it's those type of things that keep you when you're driving. Just bring you right into the now.
Absolutely,
Right into the now.
absolutely. All right, here it is. This is it was a great AA program, brand new from DJ Chisel. Ooh.
When I was 19, I began an associate in arts degree. It was a very good program in underwater basket weaving that helped me beat the drag. I went to Maine State at Wigwam instead of having my ass shipped to Vietnam. When I was in 1990.
In Vietnam, he was 19. In Vietnam, he was 19.
When I was 24, I got an AA degree at Brunswick Polytech on Jersey's Eastern Shore. It was a very good program in discotheque management with an emphasis on cutting edge pop culture knowledge. At night, I was the king of the disco dance floor, becoming part of college lore. When I was 24. at New Brunswick Junior College in Glenham. I entered a very good program in discouraging self-abuse amongst the wayward youth. It was AA degree number 7. In all I've got 11. God knows how many it will be when I'm 77. And now I'm in the autumn of my educational years. I admit my college career has been kinda queer, but I think of my intellectual life as premium beer stored in stainless steel kegs from New York State College at West End. I'm getting an AA in brewing beverages. It is a very good program.
Are you suffering from pain? Is chronic pain not allowing you to live a full and satisfying life? Well, you don't have to live with pain. Pain Specialty Group is here for you. We can provide you with an individualized program that will help you manage and alleviate your pain and reclaim the joys in life that pain has robbed you of. Whether it's neck pain, knee pain, lower back pain, sciatica, herniated disc, tendinitis, carpal tunnel, or neuropathy, the specialists at Pain Specialty Group can help you. Do you suffer from headaches, depression, fibromyalgia, arthritis? Pain Specialty Group can give you relief. Pain Specialty Group's pain management program include epidural steroid injections, Botox injections, physiotherapy, stem cell therapy, and ketamine infusions, to name a few. Check out our website for services we can offer you and testimonials from happy and satisfied individuals who have let Pain Specialty Group help them manage their pain. We will work with insurance companies, Medicaid, Medicare, and specialize in workers' comp injuries. Contact us at 603-778-9921. Visit us on the web at painspecialtygroup.com. Email info@painspecialtygroup.com. Let Pain Specialty Group help you.
Come on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, free dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
Bring your kitchen to life with Queen City Cabinetry, located at 87 Elm Street in the historic Sunbeam Mall in Manchester. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They can be reached at 603-222-2007 or on the web at queencitycabinetrynh.com. Come see the possibilities. Queen City Cabinetry, another proud sponsor of WMNH.
Clemento's Pizzeria, family friendly, awesome for a date night. Clemento's Pizzeria.
For delivery, call 603-782-8450.
Clemento's Pizzeria, the best pizza in town.
1875 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Best cocktails around.
Come in as friends and leave as family.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
WMNH, rip the knob off.
My name is Tim Baines. Today I'm excited.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's hour number 2, numero dos of Matt Connerton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in glorious downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 if you're in Manchester. And hello to all of our online listeners across the nation and around the globe. You can go to my website, mattconnerton.com, for all of your live streaming options, social media links, contact info, show archives, etc., etc. Today is Wednesday, August 31, 2022. It is Wednesday, which means tonight is Industry Night at the Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan at 1000 Elm Street, one of our amazing sponsors. And of course, Pain Specialty Group. You do not have to live in pain. Go to painspecialtygroup.com for more information. And at the news desk, Miriam Banish joins us. Hello, Miriam.
Hi. This is a little unexpected for me.
Yes.
This wasn't in the plan. I didn't think I was going to end up at the news desk.
Yes, you are at the news desk for the first time ever, huh?
I feel a bit honored.
Yes. Well, it only makes sense. Kyle had to go, and I think he might be popping back in. I'm not sure. I was a little unclear. John Hopwood came in but couldn't stay, so you get the news desk.
Here I am.
Here you are. Yes. If you would like to join us, 603-250-6007 is the number. 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476, tweet me at Matt Connerton, or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And of course, you can interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. But the best thing to do so that we can hear and enjoy your dulcet tones is to give us a call at 603-250-6007. Speaking of dulcet tones, we just heard a few minutes ago the brand new track from DJ Chisel from Joy Boy Records, and of course John Hopwood, I believe, the owner and proprietor of Joy Boy Records. But that was it was a very good AA program, not AA as in Alcoholics Anonymous. If you listen to the lyrics of the song, AA as in associate in arts degree, and it was apparently a series of associate's degrees that the protagonist in the song does in fact procure over the course. Or courses, if you will, of his education. So very exciting. I do see Kyle in the hallway. So I was right. I wasn't sure that I understood. Scott Robinson in the chat room is asking, is Miriam trying out for the new entertainment reporter job?
I don't think so.
Right. EZG is a tough act to follow.
It's a very tough act to follow. I don't know. Mine would be all, about a singing clown.
Yes. Puddles Pity Party. Yes. Let's see. We have Kyle Clayton from the morning show has returned.
I am back.
Well, very good. Are you able to stay, or what's your
no.
what's your sitch, as I think the young people say? Instead of situation now, they say sitch. I actually made that one up, but I'm going to see if it catches on. I'm going to try to use that as much as I can around young people. In fact, tonight I'm going to start saying to Christian, of course, DJ Reckless, when I see him at home, I'm going to say, "Hey, what's the sitch?" And we'll see if it catches on. But what's the sitch, Kyle?
I'll tell you the sitch, Matt. My headphones aren't on, so I'm just gonna do it. Do I sound good?
Yeah, you sound great. What?
Right.
They're not working.
No, I just have to turn it up, but I'm just feeling around and I can't find it. So.
Oh, okay.
The stitch is I had to apologize to to Hopwood.
Yes, yes.
Kisses rings.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
You know what it is. Miriam, I apologize for not coming up.
That's all right.
I heard you did flawlessly, by the way.
Say that again.
Flawlessly? I'm making words up today.
No, flawlessly. That's a word.
Did I use it in the right context?
Yeah, you heard she, yeah.
You did fantastic.
Did I? Oh, I hope so.
Those are not my words. Those are John Hopwood's words. So, great addition to the show is what I've heard. Yeah, I came down to just, I try to, I'm flustered right now.
You are? Wow. Why are you flustered?
I feel like he's mad at me.
He didn't seem mad at all when he came in here.
That's what he wants you to think, Matt.
Yes.
Nobody's
and now
mad
he's
at you.
going
Nobody's
out with
mad
Gary
at you.
Hamer.
You're, all right.
They're going to hammer stuff downtown.
Or are they going to hammer stuff downtown? See what I did there?
I love that.
That's why I'm in afternoon.
You're hot right now.
That's why I'm in afternoon drive.
So no, I get her to work, but I just wanted to apologize. I had a lot of things going on. Me and Matt got hot, and we tried to call you. For the record, we did try to call you.
Yeah, we tried to. Well, I don't know
if that phone works up there. It seems
Really?
like, I mean, we've had a couple of calls when I was on before.
Yeah.
And we couldn't hear the caller, or the caller couldn't hear us.
Oh,
It
okay.
was- so I don't know if that phone's working up
Yeah,
there.
I tried to call a couple times, and I was getting a fast busy signal, which
Yeah.
usually indicates that there's some sort of a
something
problem
wrong.
with the line. So
or they
I don't know.
blocked us or something.
Oh, that could be.
Just get out of here.
Mm-hmm. That could be.
I had all the intentions of showing up.
I believe you.
But I'm
It's all good. I'm not mad.
You look very nice tonight.
Thank you.
Oh, that's very nice.
So yeah, I'm going to go to work, but I just wanted to apologize to you specifically, leaving you with Hopwood all alone.
It
It's
was
a lot.
fine.
It's a lot. He's a great guy, but what'd you guys talk about?
Oh my gosh. Dragnet, history that I don't fully understand.
But you learn,
but
you learn
I
a lot
learned
from
some
him, right?
things.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. He was interviewing me, and he asked me a couple of questions, and I said my parents are from North Carolina, and then we went off in a completely different direction, and we were talking about the Civil War, and and he asked me if there was any slavery in my ancestry.
Oh, really? Oh.
which there is. I'm not going to lie about it.
Uh-huh.
Thank you
But
for your
that was a
honesty.
little uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
It happens if you have ancestry in the South.
That's right.
Kind of the way it works.
We're Native Americans on one of my sides, so
Are you? Yeah.
yeah, a lot of smallpox.
Oh.
It's not as warming as you'd think.
A lot of smallpox now, so I guess you feel right at home.
Maybe I have immunity.
Maybe.
Monkeypox. Are we talking about monkeypox?
Oh, monkeypox. That's what
Monkeypox
it is. Yeah,
is
yeah.
related to smallpox.
It's slightly bigger.
Yes, yes. Well, with the right,
I don't know.
it's not smallpox; it's slightly bigger pox. That's an important point.
Well, I'm glad you survived.
Oh yeah, it's fine. It was fine. Mostly I listened and occasionally said a couple of things, and then there were awkward silences.
There were with John Hopwood. That's unusual
Yeah, well, I don't know.
because he'll usually fill the space.
He usually does. He did. He filled the space.
He fills the space
It
in
would
my
be
heart.
like a brief moment where I didn't know what to say, and then he would say something.
Yes.
You have to choose your words very carefully, especially in the slavery topics and stuff.
Yes.
It's tough,
Yeah.
but you survived.
I survived. I hope I continue to survive, depending on who watches it. Right.
You just have to be with him. You just have to be prepared to have a non-linear discussion. He will lurch around quite a bit.
Right. Well, I kind of like that, though. I mean, that's why I like listening to him when he's on here too.
Well, I always learn from him. That's the thing. I believe he has a genius level IQ.
Truly,
just the amount of knowledge in that man's head is astonishing.
It's amazing.
It makes you feel incompetent, but
It just makes me feel like I just have to really, really think hard. And then sometimes I'll be thinking, oh man, I can't stand what he's saying. And then I realize when I go back and I think about the beginning of the conversation that there's something he's getting at with what he's saying.
Yeah.
And that it's not the surface level of whatever it is that's annoying me about the conversation. It's not that. It's,
Right.
You know, it's sort of deeper than that, and I have to kind of take it apart in
But
order to
also-
understand it fully.
Yeah.
You'll start here, like you'll be talking about Disney World, and then you end up in like in Russia in the Cold War or something. It's
Yeah.
like, how do we get to here?
How did we get to the?
But also
we talked
John
about
Lennon got
Russia,
murdered.
We
Let's
talked
talk about that.
Ukraine. We talked about North Carolina.
I want to start drawing, like I have to write things down and make like a linear chart of how do we get here. That's
Right.
what it comes down to. But it all adds up, and I don't know how he does it, but he truly is a genius, and it's mind blowing.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm out of my league.
Yeah, well, we all are. We all are. My dad is like that. My father's got, and I remember my mother telling me that she thought that my father had a genius level IQ, and he probably does because the knowledge in his head is pretty astonishing as well. He's very different. He's actually very critical of John Hopwood in some ways, but he's also just the what he knows, and of course he's got a lot of education too. But it's
the moving parts. It's like you truly like dive in and think critically about everything, and you address every possible situation that maybe me or you would not even consider.
Yeah.
But they break it all down. It's again, I'm out of my league.
I'm
I can only do
constantly
fart
out of
jokes
my
for
league,
so long.
honestly.
Like I'm out of
My husband is a genius as well. He's a scientist. And I have those kinds of conversations with him where it starts here and it ends up in this crazy. And I go, how did we end up in, wait.
Yeah.
Where are we getting this?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I appreciate like just the thought process in itself,
Mhm.
and it's above me, but it does make sense. And I'm glad you had your first experience.
It was fun. I enjoyed it.
Oh, was that what was that the
Well,
first
I've
time?
been on there a couple of times.
Solo.
Yeah, it was my first time
okay,
solo.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect, and I knew it wasn't going to be karaoke, and
Yeah.
he said we're gonna have 4 guests, and then it was just me, and
Yeah. Well, what's
But it was
interesting?
fine.
What's interesting about John is, he likes to talk more than almost anybody I know, with the exception of I think Jim O'Connell is the one person I've met who can actually out-talk John Hopwood, because I've witnessed it, and it's amazing that it's even possible. But the interesting thing about John is he doesn't like to be alone on his show, even though he doesn't. It's like he can talk and talk and talk more than anybody. Like I said, more than almost anybody I've ever known. Jim O'Connell, who I assume still does his television program, he can just talk with nobody there, and just fill the hour. But John, the one thing about John is, and I'm not saying anything he hasn't said about himself on the air, he has to have someone there to talk to, even if you end up not saying anything because he doesn't give you any space to say anything. He has to have a person to talk to. He can't just talk to an audience that he can't actually see and knows is there. You know what I mean? Which I don't think is unique to him necessarily, but
Matt, just because Peter's not here, I'm not sucking up to you.
Yeah.
You were probably one of the best at a solo. Like I could never do that. I need someone to banter with, stuff like that. You excel at that. So
thank you.
It's an acquired thing. If I talk to myself, it's not good. I'm just gonna be criticizing me the whole time and call myself an idiot or something. But no, you're very good at it. But yeah, not a lot of people can do that. It's
thank you. Part of it is the format, because my show, obviously we mix in a lot of different things, but at its core it's a political talk show, and political talk is a format where you can do it with people or alone, and it's never awkward either way. You know what I mean? There's certain formats. Sports talk is another example. If you listen to any sports talk radio, there's some shows where it's a duo or even a trio of people, but a lot of sports talk shows, it's just one guy just sitting there monologuing and taking calls, and because that's another format that it's actually easy to do by yourself or with other people, whereas like the morning show, Peter, the way he does the morning show, that would be hard for him to do alone because it's very conversational. It's that sort of classic morning show style where you really have to have other people because he wants to be able to converse with people. So
yeah, if I did trivia about myself, it'd be depressing.
Right. Right. So for that format, though, that's a format where you have a host and the host needs to have other people to work with. But like I said, political talk, I can do it in any configuration. I can do it by myself, with one person, with two people.
Right, and that was my concern because Hopwood, half hour worth of show, he said, I might have an appointment. You might have to do the last half hour by yourself.
Oh, really?
And I said, I'm not prepared for that.
Mm.
I didn't even know Miriam was going to be there. I was like, I have nothing.
Oh.
I didn't really know I was going to be there until he announced it on your show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He said, I think Miriam Banish is coming if she's not going to protest the show or something. And I went,
we wouldn't blame you if you did.
I mean, we mentioned that I was going to be on maybe in a couple of weeks, but there was nothing etched in stone. So I said, well, I guess I'm going to be on.
Oh.
But
well,
yeah,
surprise.
But Matt, you're so diligent in your work. Like you have things ready to talk about.
Yeah.
And it's like, let me talk about the mozzarella sticks that you just ate at the Rover before. Like I have nothing prepared. A half hour at
Right.
least.
I would
Like,
have to be prepared. I don't know. I mean, it's just hard enough for me to even be on a show at all.
Well, but again, too, a lot of it, like I said, a lot of it just has to do with the format. Because with politics, there's always stuff to talk about. You know what I mean?
and you're very open too. You don't just like you have so many perspectives. Like you're not just steadfast and like this is how it's got to be.
Yeah.
You're very open minded, and that's huge as well. And you have a lot of followers, by the way. How many people from Iowa listen to you, by the way, or Idaho?
From I don't know. I mean,
huge Midwest following for some reason. I love that.
Yes. Well, I spent a lot of time in the Midwest growing up. My mother is from Chicago originally. So when my parents split up and my mother moved back to Chicago, I would spend the summers out there.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. And I used to, I would make friends out there when I was a kid, and I would tell them someday I'm going to be on the radio, and I want to have a Midwest following when I'm an adult and doing a radio show. So I hope you'll keep in touch. Obviously, I made that part up, but
it's very impressive.
When I was a kid, I never imagined I'd be doing this.
I
actually.
never thought either.
Yeah.
I didn't even think it'd last this long. It's incredible.
How long has it been now that you've been doing the show with Peter?
Over a year. I think a year and 3-4 months.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, never thought I'd be here. I'm always an avid listener of WMNH.
Yeah.
And my dad would listen. He'd drive me to work.
Yeah.
The Moose was on at that point.
Yeah, yeah.
But then driving home and stuff, you'd be on, and it's just this is truly a dream come true. It's bananas, honestly. People think I'm just making this up just to get a raise. I don't get paid, so I don't get a raise. So spoiler on that.
Oh,
don't owe me. But no, this is it's just you can't pick your radio family, and I wouldn't pick another family. This is a fantastic thing to be a part of.
Yeah, yeah. Bill, your dad just said in the chat room, I just said to my wife, Matt is one of the best solo broadcasters I know of. Very difficult. Thank you so much.
Dad, I already said that.
That is very kind. That is very kind. But like I said, it's, when you're talking about politics, it's, there's always plenty of material. If I had to do a show, for me, it would be, very challenging to do a show like the morning show. I would have a hard time doing that. Like I'm very impressed with what Peter's able to do, with having, because, being able to, without having something like politics to just draw from, which is so easy because there's so much there, but he's able to create conversations with you and with other people on the show. Just
he's like a ringleader.
Yeah, yeah. Like I don't see, that's a skill set that I don't have. So for me, that would be a challenge for me.
You don't see what he's doing like behind like the cameras and stuff. Like
right.
Does that and everyone has to shut. Like,
yeah,
he's very good, and he'll finger shoot you. He does the finger guns a lot now.
Does he? Yeah, yeah.
He loves that. But
I haven't been on the morning show in a while, so I'm not.
Oh, it's early, Matt. It's early.
I'm not an early riser, as you know. I'm very nocturnal. But yeah, I mean, he's and to see him grow too. But he was, I thought right from the beginning he was a natural, though. And I'm not just saying that to kiss his ass. For those who don't know, he's not only the morning show host here. He's also the program director, so he is technically management. No. But sincerely, right from the beginning. I guess I wasn't terribly surprised because of Mansterdam, so I already knew he was good on the air from Mansterdam. But then when he started the morning show, him and the Moose, I was like, wow, this is really good. I mean, he's very much a natural in this format.
I think the beauty is you both have your own different dynamics.
Yeah.
It's not like a morning. It's not like basically a replay, even though we have a replay.
Yeah.
You guys do your own thing, and it stands out. But there's so many people that listen to the show. They don't even switch the station. It's crazy.
Yeah.
When you really think about it. But
Yeah.
it's something for everyone. Not for everyone, but like you can dive in and at any point in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of cool syndicated shows, music shows. The syndicated shows are all music shows that we carry on WMNH now that Peter programs in that are really good, and
it's just not redundant. That's
yeah,
that's the point.
And we've got a great slate of other original shows here too, like Retro Spectrum Radio and Off the Mark Sports and Through the Stage Door and Granite State of Mind. I don't want to forget anybody, but Ron is on the line. Hi, Ron.
Hey, listen, if things ever get slow and you need a fallback, just go like Peter and talk about hot dogs. You can carry a show all day long.
With hot dogs?
Yeah, that gets brought up on the show often without repeating. There's always somebody that's got something to say about it. But
I have to be honest with you, Ron, I have a hard time even thinking about hot dogs. Ever since that day, I walked in. I believe it was a Friday. I walked in. And there was it's always nice, actually, when I walk in and I see on the news desk a box of donuts. I'm like, donuts. But I walk in and I open the box and there's a couple of donuts in there and there's a hot dog. I guess Gonzo had brought it. There's a hot dog, no mustard, in the same box. And to me, it freaked me out. I didn't know what. I took a picture of it. I put it online. I was like, whoa, this is like crazy. Why are these things don't go together in this box? And then I wasn't even tempted to eat the donuts because I felt that the presence of the hot dog contaminated the donuts. And I can't even think about hot dogs now. Yes, Kyle. Oh, let me do that.
Hey, listen, you know what makes this show good too? I mean, yours as well, but Pete has he has a lot of people that are, like sort of kind of influential.
Yes.
And he's got a lot of friends, I guess, for the best word to say it, but they're not just friends, but the people that he associates with that are from all kinds of different walks of life and groups.
Yeah.
And, that always makes it interesting. You never know who his next guest is going to be or where they're going to come from. And that kind of stuff is pretty cool. And he does a lot for the city.
He does.
So I think the success, it's a culmination of things.
Yeah, Peter, he grew up in Manchester. He loves this city, and it shows. And he, he kind of knows everybody. Everybody knows him in the community, and that, of course, has only grown over the years of him doing the morning show. What's it been, like 6 years now? 6.5 years that the morning show's been on. So, I think you're right, Ron. That's a good insight. He's he knows so many people in the community, and he has people like the chief of police was on recently, I believe, and it's good stuff, and it's been really cool to see it evolve, and to be a part of it by being on the same station is really cool for me. I enjoy it.
Yeah, I never thought I'd get hooked to a radio station. Never in my life. But now it's like, geez, I can't wait to listen and see who's talking about what.
Well, we're glad we're glad we hooked you in, Ron.
All right, guys.
All right, my friend. Thank you. Bye-bye. What were you going to say, Kyle?
Just to be honest before I leave.
Oh, yes.
I do take a lot of credit for food that people leave. I leave you notes and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Gonzo did buy that hot dog.
Yeah. No mustard, which is weird. That in and of itself freaked me out.
It was also a 7-Eleven hot dog.
Oh.
So that might have been 9 to 10 hours old.
Yeah.
I did put that in the donut box. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, you contaminated those donuts by doing that. I mean, maybe it's just as well because donuts aren't exactly good for you. It's just sugar, and it's not a great thing.
Matt, I'm not a proud man. I made that mistake.
Well, but you owned up to it. You've taken responsibility here today, and I think that's great. I hope you don't ever do it. I hope you don't. I hope this isn't a thing where you just go through life just putting food that doesn't belong together. But I think we've all learned something here today, and this is a teachable moment. And I appreciate that, Kyle, and thank you.
Thank you. I have not learned. I do that at work a lot, actually.
Now that's upsetting. That's a restaurant. How dare you?
Oh no, it's for the employees. But if I can just real quick, I'll make it aesthetically pleasing.
Uh-huh.
There's always a hot dog in it.
Yeah, see,
So-
that's why. Why would you do that?
Because I don't know. I have a bad sense of humor, and it makes me laugh. I made so many things, and they keep cutting in hot dog in the middle. Always.
Yeah.
I don't know why, Matt. What?
You sell hot dogs there?
We do have hot dogs, yeah.
How are they cooked?
On the grill.
Oh, good. That's the way to do it. I'm very picky about hot dogs. On a grill is good. That's the best, actually. Also, I like them fried, although very unhealthy, obviously, because they're fried. They're acceptable steamed. Boiled, I think, is kind of gross. And microwaving them should be outlawed. And
It should be a felony.
It should. Microwaving a hot dog. Look, as I always say on the show, I'm not particularly a religious person, but I do believe microwaving a hot dog is a sin against God. It's so disgusting. Like the thing that happens to the hot dog as it's being microwaved, there's no reason anyone should look at that and say, I'm going to eat that now. I mean, it's really horrifying. I mean, I'm sorry, but there has to be a certain just sickness of the mind to be able to look at something like that and then actually eat it.
I would even throw boiling in there. Like, you have to wait for the water to boil.
I'm not crazy about them boiled.
No, but like the time it takes, it's like, I'm going to boil water for a hot dog. You have the mindset. I'm going to go to the stove, put a pot of water on, boil it, and then throw hot dogs in it. That's concerning as well.
And what happens to it now? It's not as horrifying, not nearly as horrifying as what happens to the hot dog when you microwave it. But there is something that happens to the hot dog when you boil it. It gets like it changes, like the shape of it. Like it's
tumor-esque,
almost,
if you will. I don't want to say that.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a Bill Clinton reference in my head, but I'm not going to say it because I want to be able to come back tomorrow. So I'll just keep it in my mind. But yeah, it's not good. It's not natural. It doesn't look right. And if it doesn't look right, it's not going to taste right either. I mean, that's my general rule in life. Melanie in the chat room says, you got some weird hot dog issues. Yes, I do, Melanie. And I'm trying to work through them. And
You see some stuff, don't Monica it.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen, like very good. Like when I was a kid, my stepmother would microwave a hot dog and it's like, what's wrong with you?
I'll do the fry because, again, it's quick, easy, efficient, not healthy, but I'm not a healthy man. But microwave, I'll take the extra steps at that point.
Yeah.
It's rubbery. You can use it as like I don't know what the equivalent of
and
a ball
it curls
is.
up and explodes at the end.
Yeah, that's nasty. I don't know how
and
anybody.
then there's greasy nastiness all in the microwave.
Yeah, it's all disgusting. I'd rather starve.
Yeah, it's a no for me, dog.
I don't think I've had a hot dog in about a decade.
Well, it's probably just as well. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world. Glenn R.J. Willett eats them raw. We learned that on the show not long ago. Yeah.
On that note, I got to go to work.
Yes.
On that note of
Go to
raw
work.
hot dogs.
Go to work and cook some hot dogs.
Or not cook them. Apparently.
Well,
can you eat a raw hot dog?
Yeah,
most of them say fully cooked on the package. but
Yeah. Glenn,
It's a reheating process. Okay.
Yeah, Glenn.
I still wouldn't eat them without cooking them.
No.
If they are fully cooked.
Yeah, it's
I think that would not be safe.
pretty nasty. But all right, Kyle. Well, Kyle, thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Matt. I stayed longer than I should have. I apologize for that.
Don't apologize. I'm glad you did.
Always a pleasure, Miriam. Thank you for holding down the fort upstairs.
No worries.
I'll see you guys soon. I have the week off, so
Eventually.
Yes.
All right. Au revoir.
All right, Kyle. Thank you so much. All right, Kyle Clayton leaves us. Of course, you can hear Kyle on the morning show with Peter White weekdays from 7 to 9 a.m. with a replay from 2 to 4 p.m. right here on WMNH 95.3 FM. Of course, this week it is some classic episodes of the morning show, but the morning show will return live on Tuesday when Peter returns from his well-earned vacation. Monday is a holiday, of course, Labor Day, but then Tuesday Peter will be back at it live. Yeah, Jason Fedderson in the chat room says, do you like hot dogs in Kraft mac and cheese? I do not. I think that's disgusting. I've seen people do that. I like macaroni and cheese, but I've seen people, are you into that, Miriam, where you cut up the hot dog and you put the hot dog pieces in the mac and cheese?
I don't eat mac and cheese.
I think
either.
that's disgusting. See, I like mac and cheese, but I wouldn't put a hot dog in it. That's gross.
I just can't. Well, I could get some from Mr. Max.
Yes. Well, there you go.
Because they have some gluten-free there, but I would not get it with hot dogs.
Yes. Melanie in the chat room says, explodes at the end. Miriam, you are dirty. DJ Steve,
unintentionally.
DJ Steve, of course, who's one of our co-hosts on Retro Spectrum Radio with Paulie C every Friday night, says in the chat, my mother accidentally exploded a hot dog once. That was pretty funny, even though she didn't think so. Yeah, that's gross. Isaac Banks says, Matt, hope you can do a checkout of me singing. Yes, I will. I promise. I've been meaning to do that. I'm a little bit behind. Things have been super hectic, but we'll absolutely do that. We've got a little bit of time left today. If you'd like to get in with a call, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. You can also text me at 617-917-4476, tweet me at Matt Connerton, or send an email to matt@mattconnerton.com. And of course, you can interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. But the best thing to do so that we can hear and enjoy your dulcet tones is give us a call at 603-250-6007. And it is, of course, the last day of August, which means summer is really winding down. But Miriam, you're already back in school, correct?
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah, we always start about a week before everybody else.
Oh,
I
okay.
think.
Why is that? Why do they do that there?
I
Start early?
don't
Is there a reason,
know.
or are they just...
I think Bedford really likes its 3 and 4 day weekends. I don't know.
Oh.
You have to get a certain number of days in before the end of the year, and it seems like, in October we have a 4-day weekend coming up, and like workshop days and things like that. I don't know if that's what it is. I don't know why we start earlier.
Yeah. Any kind of, are they doing any kind of COVID protocols at this point, or is that kind of been dispensed with?
That has pretty much, I think it's, mask optional.
Okay.
And I think there's rules about if you get sick, when you can come back. Like you can't come back until you've been without symptoms for a certain amount of time, or I don't know if it's from diagnosis, like you get diagnosed and then 5 days later you can come back.
Yeah.
And it may be that there's a rule that you have to have a mask if you've had it.
Okay.
For at least a little while.
Okay. Is anyone voluntarily just masking just out of caution, or?
I haven't noticed anybody. I think there are still some kids that are masked when they come in.
Oh, okay.
There may be some teachers. I haven't noticed it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of isolated. The room that I'm in,
Oh, okay.
I'm kind of in and out of this one room quite a bit, and in classrooms infrequently, and I'm supporting a few different kids, so I'm kind of all over the place, but only for short periods. So I'm a little focused and not maybe paying attention to who's wearing a mask.
Sure, yeah.
That used to be a huge thing, though. I remember, like, oh, that person's not wearing a mask. That person, there was that time when everybody was really scared, and you're sort of judgmental about who's not wearing a mask, and they don't have their nose covered, and now it's like I'm at a point where I don't notice it at all.
Right, yeah. It'll be very interesting to see what the fall brings, and hopefully, we're at a point. Something that went kind of under. I feel it was underreported in the media. The last, which is, and this is good news. I kind of wish, but I understand. I mean, there's so much going on that, not everything gets the attention it necessarily deserves, depending on your perspective. As someone who's, I describe myself as a COVID hawk. I've been from the beginning of the pandemic, I've taken it very seriously. But I thought this was pretty good news that I think kind of got by a lot of people. The most recent big spike that we saw nationally, we saw a wave, the current variants, I think, is it BA5?
Something like that.
Very, very contagious. Of course, if you're vaxxed and boosted, you're going to have very mild symptoms if you get it, if any symptoms at all. But the last big wave we saw, where throughout the country, nationally, it was a big spike in positive cases. So there was a big spike in cases, but hospitalizations and mortality stayed flat. Because usually if you see a big spike in cases throughout the pandemic, if you see a big spike in cases, you also see the mortality rate increase. You see a lot of death. But the last big spike, there was not an increase in people dying from it.
Great.
Well, yeah, that's really
good news.
That's really good news, yeah, because that may mean that, and there could be a a few different factors, but it may be one or it may be a combination of things. It may be that between so many people having gotten it and so many people being vaccinated and boosted and so forth, that we might actually have, I don't know if you'd call it herd immunity, but we might have reached or be reaching a point where there's a level of immunity in the country where, at least because we're probably going to continue to have these spikes, but hopefully we're in a place now where, at least when we have these spikes, we're not going to see an increase in mortality. So there might be a level of immunity at this point that's, probably as good as we're going to be able to get. Unfortunately, I would have rather have seen everyone work together and put this thing down. Everybody get vaccinated right when they were eligible
when it
to.
happened.
But it was not. It was not
really frustrating.
Yeah, no kidding. Absolutely. But there may also be, too, something that might be at work is, a lot of epidemiologists talk about how sometimes the way these viruses behave is as you have more variants, with other types of coronavirus, as you have variants, as the disease, you have variants and subvariants as it evolves, as it mutates. That's the word I was looking for. As it mutates, you'll often see transmissibility increase, but the severity decrease.
Right.
It's like it becomes diluted.
Right.
As it spreads, it becomes diluted. So more and more people get it. Transmissibility, because as we know with BA5, for example, transmissibility is, it's very transmissible, but symptoms seem to be mild overall. Even with obviously you're better off if you're vaxxed, but even among unvaccinated people, the numbers show they're not dying or even ending up in the hospital, but they're getting far sicker than people who are vaccinated, but they're not dying. So that might play a role in it too. It continues to mutate, the variants continue, but transmissibility goes up, severity goes down. So we'll see.
I hope that's the case. I'm just having a memory from a biology class from a really long time ago that when they mutate, it's because when they mutate, the ones that survive are the ones that keep going. Mm-hmm. And if they kill off their host too quickly, they can't continue to spread. They can't reproduce if the host is dead. They can't be spread by that dead person.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a good point.
So I wish I could remember it better. It was a long time ago.
I get the concept though. That does make sense.
Like once they start to, the ones that continue to spread are the ones that haven't killed the host. So they become weaker in order to survive.
I haven't heard.
Isn't that crazy?
It's funny. I haven't heard anyone explain it quite that way. Like I said, I've heard epidemiologists talk about how the viruses, as they become more transmissible, they become less severe sometimes. But I haven't heard anyone explain it the way you just did, but that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
I wish I could remember exactly where that came from.
Well,
I've been thinking about it.
I think you
throughout. Yeah. I'm hoping that since it's killing so many people, that it's going to start to weaken because of how many people it's killed.
Right. No, that makes perfect sense. Crystal in the chat room says, I've heard that too, Miriam. Yep, absolutely. Melanie in the chat says nursing home cases are rising again, and incubation period for this one is longer, about 7 days. Last strain was around 3 days. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Well, that's not good that nursing home cases are rising. There's going to be some of that anyway. Because I don't mean in nursing homes specifically, but I just mean there's also going to be more cases as people let their guards down more and more. There's a complacency that sets in because we're human, and that becomes a part of it. But also too, if you are vaxxed and boosted, I've had 2 boosters now. I did get my second booster. I wasn't technically eligible for it, but little secret to anyone who wants to get your second boost. Well, actually, I think now they've opened it up to everybody, so it probably doesn't even matter now. But when I went on the Rite Aid website, it didn't even ask me any eligibility questions. It just let me do it. Because I know at one point it was you had to be over 50, and you had to have one of the and I think you had to have a pre-existing or you had to have something that made you vulnerable. And they don't count asthma, which is
weird
to me because it's there is a reason. I forget exactly what it is, but I think it's because it doesn't have anything to do with your immune system, but it is a respiratory illness. So you would think asthma would be a big deal, but yeah, anyway, so you had to have something, you had to be immunocompromised in some way, and you had to be over 50. Neither of those applying to me, but I registered for the booster and it accepted it, and it didn't ask me any questions. And when I went to get the shot, they didn't ask me any questions. But what's it matter?
Yeah, I don't know if they just let go of that. I got mine a couple of months. It was a couple of months ago. I got my second booster.
Yeah.
So, but my youngest child has an immune problem and actually got a third regular shot, not a booster.
Yeah.
Hasn't been boosted, but had, was vaccinated, then vaccinated again, and then vaccinated a third time with just the regular strength vaccine.
Oh, okay.
The booster is not as strong somehow, or not as, I don't understand it fully, but it's like there's not as much in it somehow. And so my kiddo got 3 vaccines instead of a booster.
Okay. Rocky points out in the chat room, it's also going to be winter where we will be indoors and close together, so transmission rate will probably rise because of it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But, hopefully severity remains low. Oh, and we're going to have soon vaccines specific to the variants that are circulating.
Oh.
So that's also very good. In fact, I read one article about some researchers and epidemiologists are saying that variant-specific vaccines, that might be the final nail in the coffin to really putting away this virus.
That would be great.
I mean, not putting it away in the sense that, look, it's going to,
it's going to be like the flu.
It's going to be endemic. But we'll definitely be out of the pandemic phase, because there's always a lot of talk and debate about, have we already crossed that, gone from pandemic to endemic? And sometimes it looks like, yeah, we have. And other times it looks like, nah, it's still a pandemic if you look at the numbers. But those variant-specific vaccines are going to be a very important tool in really getting this under control. And yeah, like you said, it's going to be like the flu. But wow, it's been, 2.5 years of this now?
Yeah.
I wish we could have just...
Headed it off somehow.
I wish we could have just put it down, but we live in a country where, there's so many, I remember posting on Facebook, this was early in the pandemic, before we had vaccines or anything, just when the pandemic was really spreading and we were doing all the shutdowns and stuff. And I realized, I'm seeing all these people I know posting on Facebook, all these, well, let me put it this way. At one point, I made a comment on Facebook on my personal page, and I usually keep the politics to the Unleashed page, and I keep politics out of my personal page. But I did post on my personal page one day. I said, I did not realize before COVID how many of my friends are right-wing conspiracy theorist lunatics, and the things that they believe and what they're saying, and they call, and the whole anti-mask, all the things they come up with about why you actually shouldn't wear a mask, and it's just crazy stuff. And, and then of course, when we finally did get the vaccines, then the insanity just really got out of control. But,
yeah, that was depressing.
It is
depressing when you're fond of somebody and then you find out this thing and you feel like they don't care about anybody else.
Right.
That was the thing that bothered me the most, is they don't care that somebody else is going to die because they won't do the right thing.
Right. Oh, yeah. Obviously, I mean, and I'm sure you've heard me say it on the show, and, because because we have been going in a good direction overall with COVID, I don't talk about it nearly as much as I used to, but I remember too saying on the show early in the pandemic, I said, I always understood that, that we live in kind of a narcissistic culture in a lot of ways. But before COVID, I didn't realize, I think, the full heft of the just selfishness and the sociopathy of American culture, and just how many people just really don't care about the health and well-being of anyone other than themselves and perhaps their immediate family, and they just don't care. And you know, and then all the weird right-wing stuff too, like, you know, like you're considered unpatriotic if you wear a face mask, and just this, all the weird stuff that entered into it. And I guess I kind of always knew a lot of that was bubbling under the surface, but I always said, if you say it was, you know, 2019, early 2019, and you traveled back in time from the future, and you said to me, Matt, I've traveled back in time to tell you that next year there's going to be this terrible pandemic, and people are going to need to pull together and do what's necessary to defeat it. It's going to be, you know, think of the Spanish flu, which of course happens, you know, it seems like these pandemics happen about every 100 years. You know, it's going to be like on that scale. And you're going to have a large swath of the American population that either are in denial that the pandemic is happening, or they acknowledge it's happening, but they just don't care. And they're just perfectly happy to let people get sick and die. And it's going to be a huge swath of the American population that's going to be like that. I would have said, if you had traveled back in time and told me that, I would have said, nah, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. That's BS. Come on, we're better than that. Something like that happens, a pandemic like what you're describing, people would pull together,
you would think,
and look out for each other and say, let's get through this. If we do the right things, if we're smart about it, we can get through this. People aren't going to behave like you're telling me. Seriously, I would not have believed it. I would not have believed if you had traveled back in time and told me, yeah, you're going to have angry rednecks screaming in the faces of door greeters at Walmart about patriotism and Trump and Jesus and America, and, you know, instead of just, you know, putting on a face mask. I would not have believed it. You know, if you had traveled back in time and said, yeah, you're going to see anti-maskers starting fist fights on airplanes, you know, 20,000 feet in the air, because they feel their rights are being infringed upon. And yeah, I would not have believed it. I would not have believed.
I wouldn't have either.
Any of it. And it's really affected how I feel about humanity.
It really has me too. I'm very much, I love people, and I'm a people person. I tend to be a little bit awkward, but I still like people a lot. And you know, politics, whatever, I just am willing to kind of overlook it. And now I feel like I'm a lot more introverted. Like I'm going home, you know, I don't really want to be out with people right now.
Right.
And I never used to feel that way.
Yeah. Yeah. Tom Blanchard, who in the chat room, who takes the pandemic seriously and is pro-vaccine, but he ran into a problem too. He ran into the same thing I did, where, you know, he realized a lot of his friends on you know, in his personal life and online were just crazy. He says, some of my friends compared our country to Hitler and Nazi Germany, and that's when I unfriended them. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's discouraging.
Yeah. And ironically, not really seeing that there was some comparisons maybe to some fascism going on with their favorite president.
Yes. Well, we are absolutely almost out of time. Miriam, thank you so much. This was a nice surprise having you on today.
It was a surprise to me.
Yeah. Well, you're always
Thank
welcome.
you for having me.
Of course. You're always welcome. And it was nice to see Kyle Clayton as well from the morning show. And we got to see John Hopwood briefly. And thank you to everyone who called today, everybody in the Facebook live chat. If you missed any part of today's show, it will be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org and at my website, mattconnerton.com. And let's see, tomorrow on the show, DJ Reckless will be here with us. And his friend Josh Wynn, who is a real estate agent, is going to be coming on with us as well. Reckless is going to bring him on, and we're going to talk about real estate and housing for a bit. And we'll get into some other stuff tomorrow, too. There's some things we didn't get to today. A lot of news with these secret documents that were... it's this story just gets better and better. Anyway, we're going to get out of here, and that's going to do it for us for now. Miriam, thanks again. And we'll leave you with a little more. I'd like to hear this again. This DJ Chisel. It was a very good AA program, and that's it for us for now. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. Bye, everybody.